Good wishes, dear students. The concept you will be learning in today's class is probability of finding the electron within the given volume of a space, meaning within the atom, what's the probability of finding the electron. Here again, two different theories of explanations can be given. One is a radial distribution function, the other one is an angular distribution function. First we will see radial distribution function. It's nothing, graphical representation of the explanation. Here along the y-axis you have to take 4 pi r square r into r square versus r. The 4 pi r square r into r square stands for probability density of electron within the atom. From where we are getting this 4 pi r square r into r square and this radius, I will talk about it in the next class. Right now I am giving you how to find out the probability of finding the probability of electron within the given atom. So for the radial distribution function, it's a graphical representation. All you need to know is what versus what. That is y-axis, it's a 4 pi r square r into r square and versus r. In NCERT book, they have given psi square. Whether you write psi square or capital R into r square, they are one and the same. What does it represent? Probability density of electron within the atom. Small r stands for radius, that is distance between the nucleus and the electron. What's the concept underlying in it? Two concepts you need to know, nodes and maxima. Node or a nodes, they are one and the same, that is probability of finding the electron is 0. So in the atom, everywhere you cannot find the electron. So node, when you say in that particular place, probability of finding the electron is 0. When you say maxima, probability of finding the electron in that particular place is maximum. So these are the key concept you need to remember. In the textbook, lots of explanations they have given. I have easily summarized it. So when they ask you probability of finding the electron, they can ask you for a 3 mark. Both the theories you need to explain. If they ask you in particular radial distribution function or an angular distribution function, you can write whatever I am giving you. It's a graphical representation. Y-axis, we take it the probability density of electron, and the x-axis we take the radius here. The two concept or node stands for probability of finding the electron is 0 in that particular place, and maxima, when we say probability of finding the electron is maximum. The next one, so this is the only so much is the concept you need to remember. Based on this, how to work out the practical questions. I have given you the question, identify the number of nodes and maxima for the following. This is how the question will be given in terms of exam. Now you need to remember just two formulas. Node formula is equals to n minus L minus 1. N stands for, you know that, it's a principal quantum number. L stands for azimuthal quantum number. Azimuthal means, remember, L is equals to 0, L is equals to 1, L is equals to 2 and so on. So the formula is N minus L minus 1. Maxima formula is N minus L. Now if they give you for find out the number of nodes and maxima for the 2s orbital. As usual, y-axis you represent the probability of finding probability density of electron, and the y-axis and the x-axis you represent radius here. For a 2s orbital, remember the 2 stands for the principal quantum number. So here n is equals to 2. S orbital, repeatedly you have seen, for the S orbital, L value is equals to 0. So you needn't work out all these theories. That's why I gave you, remember this clue. If you see L is equals to 0, or if you see S, here L value is 0. If you see P, L value is equals to 1. If you see D, L value is equals to 2. If you see F, L value is equals to 3. That's how you have to remember the clue. So for 2s orbital, principal quantum number is 2 and L is equals to 0. You understand from where I got this L. Now substitute this into the formula. So node is equals to n minus L minus 1. N is equals to 2. minus L value is 0 minus 1 from the formula. So what will be the final answer? 1. Maxima formula is N minus L. So when you substitute 2 minus 0, L value is 0. 2 minus 2 will give 0 will give you 2 as the answer. Now how to represent here? One more clue. Always in terms of node, you need to remember, this should be touching the lower part of it. I'm sorry. The lower curve stands for the node. The upper peak stands for the maxima, meaning in this place probability of finding the electron is 0. In these two peaks probability of finding the electron is maximum or maxima. So based on that node, when you say you should have maxima 2 peaks. Based on a peaks, you maxima, you draw the diagram. So you need to have a 2 peaks. 1, 2 here. So this is one maxima for me. This is one maxima. Between two maxima, how many nodes I have got? Only one. Can you look at the calculations? So such an easy a graphical representation. Remember the formula, substitute it, draw for the maxima, the peak. Naturally, you will get the number of nodes here. So this stands for the node. So the node value of 2s orbital is 1, meaning electron cannot be found. The probability of finding the electron is 0 here. The probability of finding the electron in these two peaks is maximum. Come back to 3s orbital. Here again, s orbital, when you say, what did I ask you all to remember? L value will be 0. 3s stands for third principal quantum number. So n is equals to 3. The same formula, 3 minus 0 minus 1. I'm substituting into this formula. I get 2 as the answer. Maxima formula n minus L. So n is equals to 3 minus L will be 0. Together I get 3 as the answer. As I told you, draw for the number of maxima, meaning 3 peaks you should have. So consider 1, 2, 3 peaks when you should touch the point of origin. 3 peaks when you write. This is one maxima, second maxima and a third maxima. So you've got a 3 maxima, meaning probability of finding the electron in 3s orbital is 3. And how many nodes? Probability of not finding the electron, this is one node here and this is one node here. So this is also represents, these are the two chances of not finding the electron, and 3 chances of finding the electron is maximum here. Moving for a 3p orbital. P means, what did I tell you? When it's a P, L value is equals to 1. Remember only these 4 letters, numbers along with the alphabet that is allotted to orbital level. It's easy for you. 3p, when I say principal quantum number is 3. L is equals to 1. The same way, substitute into this formula. I get node is equals to 3 minus 1 minus 1. Minus 1 minus 1 becomes a minus 2. 3 minus 2 will be 1. Maxima will be 3 minus 1, that is n minus L. I will get 2 as the answer. So how many peaks I should have? 2 peaks. 1, 2 peaks I've got. So this is one maxima for me. This is another maxima. In between, how many nodes I've got? Only one node I've got. So probability of finding the electron is 0. That's called as a node. Probability of finding the electron is maximum. That's called as a maxima. Only so much in terms of radial distribution function, meaning probability of finding the electron within the atom. The next concept we will see, how do we calculate angular distribution function. That's also very easy. So in terms of writing the answer, only so much is your answer. These points only. It's an explanations given to you like manner. For any orbital, you can calculate nodes and maxima. Remember, node stands for probability of finding the electron is 0 in that particular place. Maxima stands for probability of finding the electron is maximum in that particular space or a point or a plane. Now, angular distribution function, when we say, here it was a graphical representation. Here it's an electron cloud representation. In the textbook they have given very clearly. I have tried my best to draw the diagram. The pink color circles that you can see, it stands for the node, meaning it's the same concept here. Electrons cannot be found in the pink color, the circle that you can see here. In the white spaces, electrons can be found. That's a maxima. The pink color circle stands for a node where electrons cannot be found. This type of diagram is called as an electron cloud representation. The formula for an angular node is equals to L. In terms of radial, n minus L minus 1, and for a maxima it was n minus L. Angular node formula is simply L, meaning azimuthal number will be the answer here. Example, angular node of 3p orbital. I told you already, 3 when you say energy level principal quantum number is 3. P means, what did I ask you all to remember? P stands for L is equals to 1. So substitute. What's the formula? Angular node. So angular node is equals to L. L is equals to 1 over. So you draw the sphere of an atom, nucleus surrounded by only one node, meaning only one dotted circle you draw. It stands for electron cannot be found here. That's the meaning of it. Look at one more question. Angular node for 3d orbital. So principal quantum number is 3. For a d orbital, what's the number you will remember? L is equals to 2. So substituting, therefore angular node is equals to L. L is equals to 2. So how many electrons cloud you will, dotted circles you will draw? 1 and 2. In this case, only one angular node. So only one dotted circle you drew. And in this case, there are 2. So twice I have drawn. These 2 also stands for the node. Node meaning probability of finding the electron is 0 in that particular space. Now the one more concept of total number of nodes. Now individually you have calculated radial distribution function and angular distribution function. Remember, this is a graphical representation. This is a electron cloud representation. The formula here n minus L minus 1. In this case L is the formula. Now totally you have to calculate the number of nodes. The formula is a very easy one. N minus 1 is the formula. How do we get this n minus 1? Radial node plus angular node. Radial node, you know the formula, n minus L minus 1. Angular node formula is L. So minus L and plus L will get cancelled. Finally, we get total number of nodes is equals to n minus 1. So this is the small concept. Same explanation is a total number. When they ask you, both the thing you have to find out and add the answer. That's all. So n minus 1 is another shortcut for it. Now this is how the question will be given. Calculate the total number of nodes for 5f orbital. All you need to know is principal quantum number and azimuthal number. When f orbital, what's the L value is equals to? For s orbital, L is 0. P orbital, L is equals to 1. D orbital, L is equals to 2. So F orbital, when you see, L is equals to 3. So I have taken N is equals, as the principal quantum number is 5. Azimuthal number is equals to 3. What's the formula for a total number of nodes? N minus 1. Substitute 5 minus 1 gives you 4 as the answer. This is one way of representing. If they ask you in terms of radial node and angular node, radial node, what's the formula? You have known to be, that is, I'm sorry, I missed the paper. That is n minus L minus 1. Maxima they are not asking, they are only asking you in terms of node, okay? So writing down the formula, n is equals to 5, L is equals to 3 minus 1, so minus 4. 5 minus 4 gives you 1 as the answer. Angular node is equals to L. L is equals to 3. So total number of nodes, when you say add the radial node and an angular node. When you add these two values, that's Rn stands for radial node and An for an angular node. 1 plus 3, that's a 1 plus 3 gives you 4 as the answer. So whether you directly substitute into the main formula or you are asked to calculate the in terms of radial node and angular node, you have to add them up. Both the method will give you the same answers. I hope the concept is easy for you all. Enjoy the topic. Thank you.